Welcome back. I'm so excited to talk about sensations of falling in dreams and sharing dreams with another. So exciting because how many of us have felt that when we are waking up, we feel like we're falling back into our body. Before I read it, I'm going to actually comment. As a dreamer, and you are a dreamer, we always leave our bodies when we go to sleep, okay? Our soul is located between the temples on our head. It's a temple because it houses our precious soul. So here's the question. I used to have an experience that I wish you would explain. Whenever I was waking up from sleep, I would feel as though I were falling from a great height and as if I were out of my body. I was never afraid because I felt familiar with the vibration of those heights. What was most interesting was the beautiful music I always heard. Often I heard madrigals with mostly female voices. Okay, so falling back into your body, let's see what he says, how he answers. When you were waking up, soul was coming back to the body from the higher planes. This gave you the feeling of falling from a great height and was a soul travel experience. Hearing the madrigal indicates soul travel on the mental level of heaven, the mental plane, since this form of song particularly develops the mind. The madrigal is another expression of the Holy Spirit there, in addition to the sound of running water. This experience shows you are being prepared for the high spiritual planes in this lifetime. So I love this because I'll often see myself going through a tube as I fall back into my body. And sometimes I'll even hear something. Oftentimes I will hear wind, very windy, okay? And that's a different dimension or heaven. But also, like if you're out of the body, which happened to me consciously once in my lifetime so far, I heard a pulsing noise, whoosh, whoosh, and my body was vibrating before my soul left my body and went for a little joyride around my bedroom and then came back. So there's sound associated. The voice of God is the sound and light. Okay, so sound is a big thing. If you're hearing something, you might be keying into the different dimensions or planes or heavens of existence. Okay, the next questioner asks something about sharing dreams. My wife and son had a dream the same night about the same subject. Both were bitten on the foot. My wife by snakes, my son by a monster. Is it possible to share the same dream? And what does it mean in the dream state to step on things like animals or to lose one's shoes? I've had dreams about misplacing my shoes and cannot start an important activity until I find them. Okay, so I have actually in the past, with a past love, shared exactly the same dream. Like being with that person, he and I both remembered exactly where we were, like exactly. So when that happens and you ask the person to explain what the room looked like, it is kind of freaky. Like, how did that happen? So I'm very curious to find the answer here. Two people can indeed share the same dream, especially when there's a close affinity between them. To your wife, the snake bite means to watch for hidden or missing clauses in contracts that pertain to the building and furnishing of your new home. Watch for snakes in the grass. The monster biting your son means for him to be aware of more obvious accidents around the home, such as the one he suffered recently. If attention is put upon the Spirit of God, these minor irritations can be avoided, for they need never to be more than that. And oftentimes the dream state will warn you, like, be careful, this person is going to say or do this, and this is going to show you that they're not someone to be trusted. To step on things like animals means to be careful not to hurt the feelings of others by thoughtlessness. Yeah, you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Okay, the image of animals, which are often thought to be inferior to man, means a lack of sensitivity to those on the perimeter of our own consciousness. Animals are soul too. They are soul. We are soul. So we once had our soul inhabiting an animal body, actually have a remembrance of being a panther and literally felt like I was flying through the forest, like running so fast, actually like a jungle. So yeah, we have been animals and we need to respect them because they are soul. They are us. They're just at an earlier stage of phasing through the different planes of existence. Misplaced shoes or articles of clothing that prevent one from keeping important appointments means that one's inner life has outpaced his outer life. Oh. He must immediately set new goals in his daily life. Okay, I've had that, so I guess I need to set new goals. Jeez. This is so both worlds are brought into balance again. Oh my gosh. Otherwise, he will be left with a gnawing feeling of misplacement. I hope this gives you an idea of how one approaches this interpretation of dreams. All right, so that was 2 more I had for you today. I will come back with more another time. And it's from this book, if you guys want to check it out. Okay, and it's just wonderful. Do you see it? Okay. Oh, whoops. There we go. Yeah. So, hope this helps. Get to dreaming and try to remember them, because you really truly are soul traveling, and it's fascinating to see where you can go. Lots of love.